want to hear from the Lord? I mean, do you really want to hear from the Lord? If so, you came to a great chapter of the Bible this week. Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. This week, we are reading 1 Samuel chapter 3. I've titled this chapter, Into Our Silence, God Speaks. Into your silence, God speaks. So in this chapter, we are going to witness Samuel's remarkable journey as he emerges as the next spokesman for God. The key verse of this chapter, without a doubt, is verse 10. Here's how it reads. And the Lord came and stood. How would you like to have that happen? For the Lord to show up, come and stand in front of you? Woo, that's good. And the Lord came and stood, calling as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Even call your name. Think about that just for a second. Would you be frightened to death? I probably would be. And Samuel said, speak, for your servant hears. So this verse represents a crucial moment in this book, in Samuel's life, and in the life of the nation of Israel. In this chapter, Samuel is about to undergo a significant transformation. He is transitioning from being a boy who serves in the tabernacle into becoming the divine leader of God's people. It's kind of like watching your favorite disguised superhero head into a phone booth and then suddenly emerge as this eager guy who is ready to save the day. Well, that's what's happening in this chapter. Yet this unveiling occurs not because Samuel's walked into a phone booth, but because he is a man who's picked up the phone and has been willing to listen to God and then speak his will. From this interaction with God, we are going to learn 6 ways to listen to God. 6 ways over this week to listen to God. Number 1, how to navigate those times when God is silent. Number 2, what prevents us from hearing God's voice. Number 3, learning just to recognize his voice. Number 4, when we recognize his voice but don't like the message so much. Number 5, telling others what God has told us in his message. And finally, last, number 6, understanding that when we receive his message, that we become a designated messenger. You know, in the midst of life and all the noises and distractions, I think it's easy to miss the voice of God. But just as he spoke to Samuel in the quiet of the night, God desires to communicate with you today. Whether you're navigating moments of silence, wrestling with doubts, grappling with the weight of his message, the key lies in your willingness to listen and respond, to pick up the phone and speak, and to respond just as Samuel did here. Speak, for your servant hears. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you. If it has, share it with someone else. That's how we share the message. And I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.